And welcome back to the Secret World. This is Soulchrist playing Soulchrist. We just did a supply run for the good old sheriff right there. I have no idea how long that last episode, so let me hit down my countdown timer of 30 minutes so we can make this video roughly in the ballpark. Hopefully the last video was not too long, hopefully the last video was not too short, hopefully we got lucky and it was just right. But anyway, aside from this really cool rifle just sitting on a chair instead of being used, let's go do another quest.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
I know I am. Aren't I just so damn handsome? I mean, aside from fading out of existence, look at me, I'm just so handsome. Look at that goatee. God, I can't wait till I can cover up my face. Horror show. Sheriff Bannerman believes that mounting surveillance equipment near the police station can provide advance warning of any impending attacks. She needs help to find useful equipment around town. And real as a quick note, you see how this is a red person running? Usually that means we're going to go kill people as this quest. See how this is a diffusive bomb? Don't judge me on my made-up words. George Bush did it. He was president. You see this bomb with a clock on it? That means we're going to have to do stuff. You'll understand.
Well, sure wasn't in our yearly budget to put the town under martial law. No, the good old boys on the council were all about thrifty spending, at least above the table. So
No,
I squirreled
thrifty's
away
awesome.
where I could for some surveillance equipment. Police business, sure, let's call it civic awareness. I'm talking your webcams, your motion sensors. Oh, don't look so
Your porn
surprised.
websites.
Kingsmith might be out in the sticks, but we have electricity and everything. Running water and tourist season. Come back when this whole damn mess is blown over, I'll give you the tour far as the old lighthouse. But, to get to the point of it, seems to me we should bring that gear out of mothballs and get it hooked up around town. Gives me some early warning and the others a break from my collection of Jeopardy reruns.
Huh, there was a weird amount of lag right there. And hey, that's fun right there. Jeopardy reruns Thursday. And she just talked about Jeopardy reruns. And we are super observant. So check the cell phone. Or check the phone book. Ugh. So we're going to go to these places. The first one is retrieve the camera from the Psych Oil gas station. Yes, sir, Mr. President, sir. Where am I going? Actually, that was a fine direction to go. You know, let's just do this. Bam, bam, thank you, man. So yeah, if you recently were in my last video for this game, you might recall me talking about race humor and how I think it's brilliant. And how as a white person I'm told I'm not supposed to do it, blah blah blah. But like I was saying, black guy or Mexican guy or girl, woman, whatever, can do that sort of humor against a race that's not of their own, and so can the white person. My only thing is don't be a dick about it. You know, be funny about it, but don't be a douche. You know, my thoughts have always been that true racism comes through actually wanting to hurt somebody through what you say. Yes, accidentals do happen. You know, sometimes people say something they don't recognize it's offensive, usually because you don't understand every culture. I would say, I would hope usually be the case. But it's never my goal to use race or culture as a means to hurt somebody. I'll get to know someone's personal life if I want to do that. So we just got this. This is apparently the bank. Savings and loan. That's a pretty crappy bank. Okay, there's a sign. Proves it. Even though it's in a weird shadow. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make racial jokes, be like Dave Chappelle is about it. He's bloody hilarious. He talks about whites, and white people eat it the fuck up. Oh, we gotta get the camera from the Mining Museum. Which means we gotta come around here and go up this ladder. And I do apologize that I'm ranting about random shit more than I am the game. That's because just about 2 or so weeks ago I started a Let's Play for this game. And since I was using OBS, which is a free software, the video was horrendous. I know it's still not flawless, but I mean it was nothing but pixelated grains of you couldn't see crap if I was moving. Josiah, this is the one that needs changing. Have it done before I'm back from Bangor. New cameras in the basement. Remember to fill out repair form and file with the museum admins. James Morris. Okay, so we probably need to go into the Mining Museum basement. So I was saying, I just recently did, or started a Let's Play for this game. Um, so I've just, I just did these quests 2 weeks ago. I spoke about these quests in relative detail actually 2 weeks ago, and I do apologize. I'm also rather tired right now, but I'm going to make it a point to be on track. So I'm about to go into a loading screen, so I'm going to cut that out. But this is going to be our first solo instance. And when I say solo instance, that means that if we were in a party, they wouldn't be able to come in here with me, because this is something to do for your character only. And who is that person?
I think you should go away. You should go away now. You need to go away because I'm not feeling very stable right now.
Yeah, you don't look very stable, man. But you might notice down here, you see this little yellow circle? This is an active achievement. A lot of places like this have active achievements that you do it in a certain way and you get it. This one is, reach the objective in the basement during the mission horror show without being seen or tripping any traps. If you fail, you will have to leave, come back in, and restart it from scratch. I'm kind of an achievement whore. I'm kind of a lazy achievement whore. You want to keep sprint on, by the way, because it really affects how far you go. So, you know, sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. So we want to get past here, so we need to go in here. The beginning is you don't want to get hit by the light. So you want to kind of scout it out, see what it's like up in here. So I believe we go through here and go straight across. I'm going to hug the wall if I remember proper. And my remembrance is proper. I don't think that one will hit us. So, first round's good. We didn't trip anything. The second one is much harder though. So right here also you want to notice that part of the lasers are there, part are not. I recommend using the mouse to move forward by holding, you know, both right and left at the same time. Because if you are trying to make minor movements and you double tap forward or left or right, you will roll like such, and that will trip a beam and it'll explode and you'll die. So this is the one I always mess up on. I've only got this achievement I should say, successfully once, and that was a playthrough I did over a year ago. So we're going to try this. Let's come in here. We're going to wait for that to turn all the way to the right. Then we're going to sneak in right there, and then we're going to make it wait for it to take 2 clicks to the right, so it's all the way to the right, and we're going to sneak along. Son of a tub, you see that's... See, and there you go, achievement failed. I'm not going to bother trying it again, so yeah. I don't know how it saw us, to be completely honest. I don't. I think that's horseshit, but whatever. We're going to try this again. And if I mess up too much, I will just edit it out, but hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully we'll get it this time. I guess right there you just want to let it actually get settled at the very right. I don't know. And this one we're going to want to let it move all the way to the other side so we can just jump right down here where we see the red. So it being that easy upsets me that we failed it. So yeah. I'm actually going to go... go away! I was going to cut it out. I was going to go back out and redo it, but he's attacked us, we're doing this, whatever. I can live without that achievement for now. So we got a necklace and some money. There's some lore. Then right up here you can see is what we're coming here for, the cameras, and that's growth. Alright, let's bail. Now we actually have to place the cameras. And I'm going to cut this load screen out as well, so happy birthday to you. You know, the load screens aren't being too shabby for me today. Sometimes they are atrociously long though, and it's just like, error here. Yeah, no reason for you guys to have to watch. It's kind of like, now thankfully that I do have video editing software for my Chrono Cross and Lunar playthroughs, I'll be able to skip, you know, I'll be able to edit out super repetitive combats that people may not want to watch. But you know, depending on what comments say on that, in terms of what people do actually want to see or not want to see, that will affect how I go through future playthroughs, because some of the playthroughs I watch, you know, people cut out a lot of extra combat, they cut out leveling up and what have you, and then people get upset about it because they actually want to see all that in Let's Play. So we'll just kind of see what my crowd, if I attract a crowd, what they are like and what they want to see. So right now we're just placing cameras as apparently a shit ton of zombies attack. Oh my goodness. Actually, I think it's okay. Yeah, we're fine. As Ozzy once said, "Thank God for the bomb." Not his best song, but it exists. Thank God for the bomb. Nuke. I'm like, oh my god, he was so cheesy at many points in his career. So we're gonna come up. Actually, we can do it from down here. So I sometimes have to go over there. It depends on maybe server lag, I don't know, or just my angle. But we're gonna come over here, and I'm also gonna show you who these people are. Now we got to go to the police computer initialize, but first I want to show you who these people are. They are with the Council of Venice, there you go. And they are actually who we use our Black Bullions for. We currently have 11. These essentially give you weapons that scale roughly with the area, that are good enough for the area, I should say. So we will find these guys in every section of the game. You'll see this is let's look at the elemental focus right here. It's a 146 while our current is 75. It takes 40 black bullions though, so we don't have enough yet. Let's see if there's any repairs we can do. But speaking of that, we have enough points to up our elemental. So we can do that, get it up to rank 2, which allows us to use the thing I sent over from Belothmog, which will bump us from 75 to 131. Fantastic. It was just saying, hey, this will bind to you. The other merchants, some will sell toolkits so we can make potions, which are fantastic. I will get into those eventually, but not yet. But potions are definitely a huge help in this game. But yeah, they're a fantastic group. They're a very neutral group. So let's use this computer. And this is actually fun. You actually have to do stuff in the computer. So accessing supplies. So hit 1 and then enter. 1 to initialize camera. Sometimes you actually have to type words and whatnot. It's pretty neat. You can actually look through the camera. If a player character were to run by, we would actually see them. It's actually live, which is cool. But that is all good and done. We're going to send a report. Good news! Data from your surveillance system is now feeding into our server. That means we have visual contact with the enemy and can make more detailed assessments of the situation. It also means I can keep tabs on you. The janitor in the basement showed signs of a strange tentacular mutation. Disgusting, frankly. It's not clear if he booby-trapped his surroundings to protect himself or to try and protect others. Regardless, it was clever, and that's not something we like to see in our enemies. Keep me posted on all tentacle-related phenomena. KG. Alright. We're going to get these dice. Don't think we can actually equip them yet. I don't think we have any skill points. No, we do not. But we'll equip them when we get... very soon, actually. One more quest, or actually a few kills, will get us that. Let's also grab Molten Earth, which I never use. It's honestly a horrible skill. You're not even gonna... Well, I guess I'll equip it for now, let you see it, but it's bloody stupid. What it does is it does a decent amount of damage, and it hinders people, but it sucks. It's very...
Hello, my friend.
It's not worth what it costs. But let's do Sanemus Jensen. Hard, 76, yeah, we'll do it, whatever. Moose is assembling some homemade explosives, but is running out of ingredients. We could use someone to scavenge the streets and stores of Kingsmith materials. Okay.
Back in my old life, I always wondered what was around the corner I didn't take, down the road I didn't go. That's how I ended up here, up to my elbows in machine grease, rigging bombs. Relax, my friend, I got plenty of experience blowing shit up. I got a handle on death and the instruments thereof, and no desire to see the infinite darkness claim any of us quite yet. These mechanical servants of the Reaper will stay still and silent till I'm good and ready to push that button. Traveling the big country's taught me everything from bull riding to bonsai, enough to cause a man to lose his appetite for destruction. But circumstances require us to yield to the greater good, even when that greater good isn't all that pretty. Road here said I'd be pitching in with soft-shell lobster season. Instead, I found nightmare country, maybe the very rotten heartland of it. But I'm philosophizing. Life is sacred. Every moment is precious. Which brings us right back around to blowing up dead guys. I've got no shortage of time or ideas. What I'm lacking is the nuts and bolts of it. I could fill a shopping cart down Main Street, but getting out there and back, that's what's kicking my ass, my friend.
The voice acting in this game is just superb. It's brilliant. So we have to... Oh, sorry, we have to check Moose's shopping list. I thought we had to go to a phone book for some reason. I can actually read that. It's kind of small print. But we're going to go to the Cycle gas station again. But I mean, the voice acting is just fantastic. It's not just some monotonous thing. Everyone has their own voice. Everyone has their own personality. They enunciate words differently. They put emphasis, plural of emphasis on different areas, showing different personality traits. It's just brilliant. It really feels like different people, which is awesome. So here we want to collect this propane tank. Oh, Hank Hill will be so proud of us. Now we want to go to the kindergarten park. We'll be going there 2 more times actually for 2 different quests. So yeah. And since we'll be over there, we'll likely pick up someone from the missing persons quest, because they're right friggin' there. And I will show you this Molten Earth. It's got a 25-second cooldown, so you just can't use it enough. Let's use it on this helmet right here. And apparently it did not hold him in place like I thought it would. Okay. So what you want to do for this quest, first I want to activate Sprint, you want to come to the kindergarten park and you want to take something off of the... We're taking the bearings from the bicycle. And someone for the missing persons quest is right there. You click on him, you complete it, but you know what? I don't like the way he looked at me. He smells. Oh, he died in 1 hit. Cool. And that's the thing, I thought, you know, it should have like a cool ring of fire effect, but it freaking doesn't. Now we're gonna go to Jack and Wendy's bait house. What the hell is that? Oh, it's with a Fraggle over there. So we're gonna do a secondary quest when we're over there as well. Just because it's way out there and I don't want to have to run back for it since we'll already be there. And this is America, so I can do what I want. Boy, I tell you what, I'm so glad to be living in this country. That lame of attacking me. Hey look, America! And you accidentally rolled, so I ended our sprint. I do apologize. Sounds like something Ted Cruz would say. Bed and breakfast, discovered it. So what we want to do here is we want to get the kitty litter. We're also going to grab this quest right here called Suicide Note. A notice pinned to the door. It reads, I lost my husband of only a week to the fog. I followed the calls and walked into the sea like so many others. Why was I spared? I don't know, but living without him now that I just found him is a punishment worse than death. I'll go after him to the pier, to save him or to join him. Or accept. I do accept. And so we're going to go over here to the pier, which will also unlock an animal well, which is just how you can get around faster. It lets you essentially teleport. It is fantastic. So what you'd do is you'd be on the map, and I can click on that, or I can click on this one, or on this or other one, and essentially teleport around. It does cost a little money, much like in Final Fantasy XIV, but not a lot. It's pretty much negligible. I would like to equip those, so that is a minor talisman. So let me put a point in minor talismans. By the way, it's packed. So that's pretty much where I get my physical protection for. I hope I didn't just skip a lot of that by not holding push talk. But yeah, I put a point in that so we could do this. Hit rating, health, and attack. What up? And we found a dead body. Let's interact with it. Oh hey look, a ghost. Let's kill her. Or a deranged specter. Alright. What we do is we pick up the broken pendant. And the quest is complete. It's cute how you went out of your way to learn this insignificant woman's fate. Piece of advice, a bleeding heart can only weigh you down. Luckily, it wasn't a waste of time. That pendant of hers might be worth it. I'll have the nerds take a look at it and find out how it protected the owner from the fog. Who knows, we might just come out of this with something. Fun fact, Queen Cleopatra was wearing a similar trinket when she offed herself. Not saying the two make a pattern, but I think you can see where I'm going with this. Ciao ciao. Experience, Black Bullions, and money! We're also going to go up this ladder because I know that there's lore up there. This game very much rewards exploration. I believe there's also lore right there, yeah. So we got more stuff on the Lady Marguerite. I'm going to sprint because sometimes I get lucky and can make this jump. Oops, did it wrong though, my bad. So what you'll do if you messed up like I did is you will come around to this part of the boat, the crankshaft I guess, and just, oh crap, and just jump up here. Easy as 2 slices of pie balancing on a Taco Bell shell made of Doritos. That is a thing. Apparently, because I said so. So now we're just going to run back to this red part. I'm going to click back on that. We need to go to the derelict trawler. Trawler? I don't know. I don't do this kind of work. I don't know. Leave me alone. I hate salad. Actually, I like salad a lot. I don't know a lot of words, so it sucks. I hate it. I believe I'm a relatively smart guy, but my vocabulary is somewhat limited because I didn't actually start reading much until about 2.5 years ago. So I'm working on it. See, I want to come to this thing. I want to pick up this diesel tank. Now go to Kingswood Volunteer Fire Department. Man, we was over there before. Probably shouldn't do that. I'm gonna go up here because again I know there's lore up here. I don't know if we can make those since we're not sprinting. So we're gonna try anyways. If I don't make it right now, we'll do it another time and made it. Yeah! And here's more lore. I believe there's more in here too. Let's go snag it. There, more lore. I think they're saying actual words, though I cannot quite understand them. Run away! Oh, you hear that helicopter? I see it. It's out of view already. You can actually see the helicopter though if you look in the right direction. I just didn't. But we will get to that helicopter eventually. I wish the people would just leave me alone. Just like they left Brittany alone. This is not one of my best ideas, I apologize, but just because I can't activate sprint, you know, if I just kill them, I'm gonna just do that. There, now we can sprint again. My bad, guys, should have done that a lot earlier. We are nearing the end of this, episode too, by the way. We'll come back to this quest as well as another one right up here quite soon, but I would like to finish up this quest and we'll just call it after the fact, and then pick up where we left off. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. A lot of this is, I still remember this game pre-nerf, when these guys would actually be quite tough for intro games. A lot of it, when I sit there and go, oh crap, I think I'm in a bad way, it's because I remember how the game used to be. And I think I said it before, but it was a much needed nerf. This game was just, it's not that it was too hard, it just was too long. Things did too much damage, they could take too much damage, they had too much health. It was just unnecessary. He didn't get up last time, did he? I don't think so. So it was just, there wasn't any good logicality to the side to be, you know, unnecessarily hard. So I'm really happy with the nerf they did for the most part. I wish the enemies were a little harder. But I think that's also a gear kind of thing for the people in the dungeons. But we'll get to that when we actually do our first dungeon. Which will be in probably 10 or 15 more episodes. I mean, 30 minutes just isn't that much for anyone, though, we all know that. That's why so many adults don't play them anymore. We don't have that kind of time. Commit to a 5-hour raid of molten core, ain't no one got time for that. Those were good days, I think. So we're here to pick up cold packs. Go to the cafe on Arkham Avenue. Okay. So this video might run a little long, it might not, because I still do have to cut some stuff out of it, so you know, maybe that'll be a little bit of saving grace, but you know, it's going to be roughly around the 30-minute mark. I wanted to jump on that truck, but then it would have set the alarm, and I'd rather sprint, to be honest with you. And eventually, and by that I actually mean relatively soon, we will be able to upgrade our sprint to, I believe, 62.5% speed increase as opposed to the current 50, so that'll be nice. I think it's just as soon as we get to rank 2 with the Illuminati, which is not as soon as I'd like to be, but it's not terribly far off, to be honest with you. Pretty close if I remember the Screaming Demon Ring earlier. So now we gotta put Moose's ingredients in his box, and we will be done with this quest. At least this one. He actually has a good bit of quests. Whoop. Blindly doing stuff. So we'll just put in the crate, much like I did with Andy's ammo. And let's see what it says. Helping the locals defend themselves isn't a total waste of time. It keeps them alive, which keeps down the number of flesh feeders in the streets. So these shopping sprees in the town are fine, as long as you're multitasking. That means reconnaissance. It means mapping your threats. It means keeping tabs on those pods by the trawler. Anyway, you spent a lot of your time and mine gathering explosive materials. I hope it's put to good use. Ciao ciao. And then we get this thing, which health, pen rating, and attack rating. Sweet sauce all over my body. So bam. See what I mean by all we need really now is a belt, and we'll have every item slot on. So I'm going to call this episode, guys. I want to say thank you as always for watching. That's how you disassemble, by the way. I'm SoulChris. Please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I will see you on the next episode of The Secret World. Take care, everybody.